Greetings and salutations. This is Y.N.B. Collins, and I'm joined with
a very disappointed Brother Wolf.
not me. I didn't. No, I didn't. But today's podcast, as all of them are about doing better and being aware and getting good results.
Oh, somebody definitely needs to do better today.
Let me finish. You don't have the floor. So one of the things we like to do before recording is we like to have a full belly, so that way we're not distracted and we can just do what we're going to do. Because of proximity, we decided to go to Subway. And Brother Wolf, take it away.
So I go in, and at first I'm thinking, and let me tell you what my better option would have been. The same thing my brother got. My brother got the Philly. And so that would have been a good option. I'm kind of, part of the disappointment is the other, is knowing about this. The fact that I could have gotten a Philly instead of it. Instead, I see a picture on that, and Subway, you was a no good, dirty, woo! I'm just letting you know, I don't, I got some words to say to you, and some names to call you that ain't exactly PC anymore. So I'm a hold back from a minute because I.
Do you need me to take over?
What am I gonna call him, brother?
I don't know. Hopefully, better than John Walker. So let me take over for a second. So we're hungry. We want to get food. We go to Subway because it's close. And we're like, all right, let's get a quick meal, move on, right? We see on the door the little picture of the foot-long Doritos nachos. And we're like, that's not necessarily healthy, but it looks tasty.
It looks full and delectable. And
delectable?
Ooh, I don't like you, Subway.
The views and opinions expressed do not represent Benchmark Media.
Oh, this is definitely Brother Wolf's views and opinions. First of all,
oh Jesus!
The guy rolls out this small little carton, and it's a foot-long carton, but what he put on it is nowhere near.
You don't have to yell. The mic's gonna pick you up.
Oh no! What he don't even open up a full bag of Doritos.
Yeah, he did.
No, that wasn't no full bag of Doritos.
That was a big bag of Doritos.
I think somebody ate like half them damn Doritos out there.
First off, you already know that most chip bags are air.
That bag was 75% air.
If you haven't figured it out yet, guys, we're talking once again about shrinkflation. And I don't want to say bait and switch or false advertising, but isn't it funny how what you order and what's in front of you never seem to match up?
It definitely. It wasn't even the wildest wet dream of what the fuck I saw.
That's words from you.
I'm sorry, but these motherfuckers are gonna sit up there and advertise and show something that is completely it is hood. I've been hoodwinked. I've been bamboozled. I've been run.
No juice. Why? Oh, geez. Oh.
After he opened up that little half a bag of doggone Doritos chips, then he goes to the doggone. So I got the steak version. Why? I like steak. Duh. Most people know this about me. So he goes there and he grabs. You know how they have that little container of meat that they put on the sandwich, and they put the whole container on the sandwich, and then at least you know you got the whole container. He has these little gloves on. Take the little gloves off like he's an artiste, not breaking somebody's heart and soul when he sits there and does it.
Oh my word!
And he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, and he gives me a look of a man that is about to totally Destroy your hopes and dreams. And he grabs the fifth one and puts it on while looking at me.
So wait, let's back up a second. Your hopes and dreams were Doritos nachos?
Based off of the picture, yes. I thought I was in for a good night of Doritos nachos.
I want to look you dead in the eye and tell you one thing to your face. I look so stupid for that one Pop-Tart now, do I?
This is beyond this is beyond one Pop-Tart, damn it.
This boy's about to go to war over Doritos.
At least there was warning with the one Pop-Tart. It said one Pop-Tart on the package. This did not say half a goddamn bag of Doritos.
Oh.
5 little measly pieces of steak. And then he chops up one tomato, slowly chops it, and sprinkles some of the tomato on there. Like, ooh, he doing something. And then he sits up there, puts the doggone thing after sprinkling the little tomato on there, putting like about 3 pieces of jalapeno. Ooh, I'm special. I'm putting 3 pieces of jalapeno. He throws the 3 pieces of freaking jalapeno on there, and then he sits up there and sprinkles a little bit of cheese. But admittedly, there was more freaking cheese on there than there was any goddamn thing else. Good thing I ain't lactose intolerant. I'd have been pooping out nothing because they ain't had nothing on the goddamn nachos.
Can you not blow out eardrums?
I am sorry, but the upsetment.
Upsetment? What is wrong with you besides everything?
I'll tell you what's wrong with me. Damn, this is that goddamn Subway. That's what the heck is wrong with me.
How much did you pay for these foot-long Doritos?
I paid $5 in some change. The change was taxed. But and I got 2 cookies, and the 2 cookies were my full. Why are you mad with me? You're sitting where I'm imagining Subway sitting. This is the second worst thing Subway's ever done. We all know what the first worst was.
Whoa. Back that up. You're going a lot of far right now.
Yep. Damn it. They went here.
So let's back up a second. I've actually read like some Reddit posts and whatnot where like people from Subway were like saying part of the formula was like when somebody asked for olives, you put like 5 olives on the sandwich. I'm like, what? Or you put this much, like it's literally portion control to a T. Here's the other thing too. Subway is what? A franchise restaurant. When you pay for everything, you start paying attention a whole lot more and you drill into what people got to do. Now, mind you, that means you might have to pay more for what you want. The argument I think you're saying is, well, I got to pay so much?
Yes.
Don't give me evil stink eye. I'm just going.
That was not worth $5. That not, and then, so after all of that, he slowly puts it in the toaster, and it to let you know how small it is and how unproportioned it is. It only has to toast for about 5 seconds. After that, he can pull it right back out. That's how long it toasted in there. 5 seconds. That shows you how little it is, because it took 5 seconds for it to toast. Then he pulls it out, and kudos on him. He remembered he forgot the onions. So he did sprinkle on the onions afterward. Well, first he bagged it the first time, and then he thought about it, and then he opened it up and he put the onions on there. He was giving me the full, unhelpful, unmeaning, not answering any of my hunger questions or nachos experience.
Whoa. You had questions? Because I don't remember this.
Yes, my stomach had questions.
I didn't hear it. I got to defend the employee. I'm an everyman. Like, you can't get mad at me for following directions.
First of all, my stomach was saying more.
Your stomach and your wallet was not aligned.
Oh. That wasn't even, if he'd have gave me $5 worth of nachos and steak, I'd have been happy.
He gave you $5 worth.
No, he did not. Taco Bell gives me more.
Well, let me help defend Brother Wolf. So they got the foot-long carton tray, and he opens up a single-size serving bag of Doritos and dumps it, and it don't fill the tray. I was sitting
Not
there
even close.
I was like, even when you kind of spread it out like you do a pizza dough and try to get it to touch the edges, this is that pitiful. It didn't really do nothing for nobody. I didn't see the 5 pieces of steak. That's funny though.
I looked at it. I watched. Ooh, I watched. Literally.
So why didn't you ask him, say, man, can I get another bag? Or why don't you ask for more ingredients?
Well,
because I mean, like Renaisspoon, isn't the ingredients free?
So here's the number one. I think you have to pay for double meat, which, by the way, I might have been okay with, but the problem was I wasn't exactly sure when he was done, and that's partially my fault. But I wasn't sure that he was completely done with what he was putting on there when he did, because part of me was still in disbelief.
I'll give you that one.
Because he's sitting up there making the nachos, making the Doritos nachos in front of a picture of the Doritos nachos. And I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at him. And I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at him. And something ain't equating.
All right, let me go ahead and attack you for a second. When's the last time you bought $5 nachos and was full?
Touche.
Thank you for at least doing that one. I hate to say it, but when you get mozzarella sticks, are you getting mozzarella sticks as nutrition or for taste?
I'm getting it for taste.
And you got just that, a taste. Now, mind you,
the smallest taste.
Mind you, you need to add, and we're saying this as well, we need to ask, like, hey, is it only one bag? Can we make it 2 bags if I pay for $1.50 more for a single serve bag of Doritos?
Well, here's the thing.
It didn't even have Cool Ranch. What other flavors?
It was just regular nacho cheese. But here's the other thing. I paid for a foot-long nachos. That was not a foot-long nachos. The nachos in and of themselves did not stretch a foot long.
Hey.
That's false advertisement. And if I knew a good lawyer, I'd sue.
So the question I have for you is, because I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to be up in arms or take action. If we create, publish, and post this episode, are you putting this on Subway's X account or Facebook account?
I you know what? I would, because it's upsetting. It is upsetting.
Like I said, I'm not trying to defend Subway. I'm trying to help us think critically.
I have never given a food item this low of a score before, but from a 0 to 5 scale, I give it a 0.5.
Is it because of the Doritos or because you just feel hoodwinked?
Yes.
Don't bark at me. I got to be the interviewer here. But, I mean, that's one of those things where, like, and to be fair, it helped defend Brother Wolf. Once he had his package, I said, I ain't getting that shit.
Exactly. Before I got it, he was like, you know what? I'll give me some too, because, you know, I don't want to take any of yours and everything, so I'll give me some too. Then the moment in which he saw it all together, he was like, I ain't getting that. You all on your own.
That was some miserable looking shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sitting there like, where the rest? Maybe this is proof that I'm fat. Maybe this is like, remember when we were young and like the Big Mac or the Whopper filled you up?
Like, I think they trying to put people on a diet again. I don't know what the heck is going on.
Maybe we need it.
Maybe so. I don't know what the hell is going on. But Subway, shame. Shame. You deserve an A on your goddamn forehead.
Wow. Who Subway cheated on you?
The economy.
It's words I can say, but I'm not going to say that right now. So, to recap, we saw the picture. We said, let's try it. We were highly disappointed.
Definitely.
And by we, I mean you.
Yes.
I had secondhand disappointment.
How the heck? That lets you know how disappointing it was. Somebody next to me had had the same amount of disappointment as me. Damn it!
But let's go to it. Once again, you're getting it for the taste, not for the nutrition. So that's one of those. You did not think logically. You thought with immediacy. Fair?
I thought,
For fair. Yes or no? Fair.
yes,
So, considering that this podcast is a love letter to everyone, but specifically your children, my godsons, my little cousins, how would you teach them how to order at a restaurant now?
definitely. You know what I say the most important thing is? Probably to look at reviews for the food before you order it. And if they have, and some places have this, they have a picture posted of the plate or something like that. An actual picture, not one that is imposed or anything
Or
like that.
prefabbed or
Anything like
designed,
that.
marketed, yeah.
Yeah, when they actually show the food, they actually show a real life picture of the food, of a person's plate of food. That's what you should go off of. Don't go off of this. Ugh, Subway. I don't care if it's fresh. Disappointing.
You did open the bag in front of us. It was fresh Doritos. And to be fair, I did not have any, so I don't even know how they tasted.
Like Doritos. Nacho cheese, regular ass Doritos.
Like I said, I'm a Cool Ranch guy myself, but
Me too.
they didn't have flaming hot. They just regular ass Doritos.
Subway, you wrong for that. You know what? I think Subway just took a whole bunch of stuff that they got in the store and said, what can we create with all of this stuff we already got so we don't have to purchase anything else? How about some regular doggone half a Dorito?
I've done that already before, though. I was working at another bar, and I picked up a shift as the expo and food guy, right? So I was working in the kitchen at this point. I wasn't working behind the bar. And what was so funny about it was I was talking with the owner, and I'm like, say, dude, you fucking up. He's like, what you mean? Because I was actually friends with the GM. He was like, what's going on? I don't understand. I'm like, look, man, if you have an item, you see if you can multi-purpose it into different things because you can get multiple use out of it. So he had wraps. Now imagine this. If you have wraps, you can make quesadillas, burritos, wraps. You're telling me if you have a high populace of, what is it, like 18 to like 30-year-old white women, you're not going to offer a chicken Caesar wrap?
Yeah.
And he looked, he said, I just said, you're welcome, and moved on. So I'm not mad at Subway doing this. I'm mad that the pricing sucks. I'm mad that the portion size sucks. I wish they would have like had one out so we could see it. But will I order it? Probably. But I'm going to make it so that way I enjoy these. I'm going to be like, yo, I want a double bag of chips. And I want the whole, and if they can't or won't accommodate me, I'm going to just go to the store and make some.
That makes sense.
But, yeah, you got. You got. Hey, it's what it is. You learn something, moving on, teach your wife, teach your kids. You taught me.
I got hoes, Reverend. I got hoes. He knows who I'm talking about.
So with that said, is it closing time?
Boo, Subway. Yeah.
He's literally frowning. I really wish you could see his face right now. He's over here pouting like a 2-year-old. His little twins do better than this. Neither here nor there. With that said, hopefully we've learned to go ahead and what? Check the reviews, verify what you want, and understand the difference between appetite and taste. So with that said, this is YNB Collins.
And Brother Wolf.
No, say that correctly. A hungry, disappointed Brother Wolf.
Still, I lost some faith in humanity off of that dog.
You are such a child. Such a child. Hopefully y'all learned a lesson, because Lord knows somebody, point, nudge, nudge, learned a lesson today. Did you just sigh at me?
Thank you for listening to the Benchmark Podcast, a product of Benchmark Media, LLC. We would like to remind our listeners that the views and opinions expressed are strictly the views and opinions of each individual and does not reflect the stance of Benchmark Media. Any opinion stated is not to be construed as professional advice or help. Our intro and outro music
we all
is
wearing
Acid
pants.
Trumpet by Kevin MacLeod, licensed under Creative Commons. Contact us at therealbenchmarkpodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you, Kevin.
Or our website, www.therealbenchmarkpodcast.com.
Yes.
Donate to us, paypal.me/benchmarkmediallc,
Please.
or the Cash App, $therealbenchmark. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can buy him a drink on this one.
Just this one?